Hey Taurus, I need to talk to you about something that has been showing up in your energy lately, and honestly, when I pulled these cards, I had to take a moment because the universe is really speaking clearly. Hear about what is happening around you right now. So I am sitting here with my deck and I asked Spirit to show me what Taurus needs to know about the justice that is coming their way and about the people who have been avoiding them. And oh my goodness, the energy that came through is something else. Let me share what I'm seeing because this is important for you too. Understand, the first card that came out is the Five of Cups in Taurus. This card is showing me someone in your life who has been dwelling on what they lost when it comes to you. You know, that person who has been dodging you or avoiding eye contact or suddenly becoming busy every time you reach out? This card is revealing that they are actually sitting in their own regret right now. I can see this person looking at 3 spilled cups in front of them, representing the mistakes they made with you, the lies they told, the trust they broke. But here's what is fascinating about this card. There are still 2 cups standing behind them that they are refusing to see. Those cups represent you, Taurus. They represent the opportunity they had with you and the genuine connection that was available to them. What I am picking up on is that this person made some choices that they thought would benefit them. Maybe they gossiped about you or spread rumors, or they sided with someone else against you, thinking it would give them some advantage. Maybe they betrayed your confidence or they took credit for something you did. Whatever happened, they are now realizing that their actions had consequences they did not anticipate. The Five of Cups shows someone in mourning, but the thing about this mourning is that it is self-inflicted. They created this situation by their own choices and now they cannot escape the emotional fallout. I keep seeing this image of someone checking their phone hoping to see a message from you, or driving past places you used to go together, or hearing your name and feeling that pang of loss. They thought they could just move on like nothing happened, but the universe does not work that way, Taurus. When you lose someone of quality, someone with substance, someone who brought genuine value to your life, you feel that absence in ways you never expected. This person is feeling it now, and the Five of Cups is showing me they are stuck in this energy of regret and grief over what they threw away. What makes this even more interesting is that they are avoiding you not because they do not care, but because they care too much about what you now think of them. They know what they did, and they know you know, and facing you means facing their own shame and guilt. So instead they dodge you, they take the long way around. They suddenly have somewhere else to be when you show up. But Taurus, all of this avoidance is just them running from their own reflection. Now the next card is the Three of Swords. And this is where the dark secret starts to come into the light. Taurus, someone has been carrying heartbreak as a weapon, and this card is exposing that energy completely. The Three of Swords traditionally shows betrayal, heartbreak, painful truth coming to surface, and in your reading this is about how someone intentionally caused you pain. This was not an accident. This was not a misunderstanding. This was deliberate. What I am seeing here is that this person had their own wounds, their own unhealed pain, and instead of dealing with it, they projected it onto you. Maybe they were jealous of something you had. Maybe they felt inferior in some way. Maybe they could not stand to see you happy or successful or confident. So they made a choice to hurt you. They might have said something cruel, spread lies, sabotaged something important to you, or betrayed your trust in a way that cut deep. The Three of Swords is revealing that their dark secret is rooted in their own insecurity and pain. People who are truly happy and confident in themselves do not go around trying to hurt others, Taurus. The fact that they targeted you specifically tells me that you represented something they wished they had. Your stability, maybe your authenticity, your ability to be genuine in a world full of pretense, your strength, your peace. Something about you triggered their own feelings of inadequacy, and instead of working on themselves, they tried to bring you down to their level. But here is what they did not count on. The Three of Swords also represents truth cutting through illusion. You cannot keep secrets forever, and you cannot hide your true nature indefinitely. The same energy they put out into the world is now coming back to expose them. Other people are starting to see who they really are. The mask is slipping. Maybe they tried the same tactics with someone else and got caught, or maybe their lies started contradicting each other, or maybe someone who witnessed what they did finally spoke up. However it is happening, the truth is emerging, and it is not painting them in a good light. I keep getting this message that what they did in the dark is coming to light, and they are panicking about it. They thought they got away with it. They thought you would just take it and move on. They thought no one would find out or care. But karma has a way of bringing everything full circle. Taurus and the Three of Swords in this position is showing me that the painful truth they tried to hide is now piercing through their carefully constructed facade. The third card that came through is the Nine of Pentacles, and Taurus, this is your energy right now. While this person is drowning in their regret and their secrets are being exposed, look at where you are. The Nine of Pentacles shows someone who has built something beautiful for themselves through discipline, hard work, and self-reliance. This is you standing in your garden, literally and figuratively, enjoying the fruits of your labor. What I love about this card showing up here is that it demonstrates something powerful. You did not need their validation, you did not need their approval, you did not need them in your corner to succeed. You kept going, Taurus. You kept building. You kept investing in yourself and your goals and your vision. And now you are in this place of abundance and self-sufficiency that honestly probably makes them feel even worse about what they did, because they can see you thriving without them. The Nine of Pentacles talks about enjoying your success in solitude, and I think there is a message here about how you found peace in your own company. Maybe after what happened you pulled back from certain social circles, or you became more selective about who you let into your space. That was not isolation, Taurus. That was self-protection and discernment. You created boundaries and you focused on building a life that feels good to you regardless of who is or is not in it. I'm also seeing that your independence and self-sufficiency is actually part of what is driving this person crazy. They perhaps thought you would fall apart without them, or that you would come crawling back, or that you would be diminished somehow. Instead, you are flourishing. You are glowing. You are successful. You are at peace. And that reality is a mirror showing them exactly what they lost and exactly what they are not. The Nine of Pentacles also speaks to luxury and quality, and I feel like the universe is saying that you deserve people in your life who match that energy. You deserve relationships that feel abundant, that add value, that are built on mutual respect and genuine care. What happened with this person was actually the universe removing someone who was not at your level, who could not appreciate what they had, who did not deserve access to your energy. Now we move to the King of Swords. And this is where justice really starts to show its teeth. The King of Swords is about truth, clarity, intellectual understanding, and fair judgment. This king does not make decisions based on emotion. He makes them based on facts and logic and what is right. In your reading, Taurus, this card represents the energy of karma and universal justice catching up with this person. The King of Swords cuts through nonsense with precision. He sees through manipulation. He recognizes lies. He understands motive and intention. And right now, this energy is turning its attention to what happened between you and this person. Every action is being weighed. Every choice is being examined. Every consequence is being calculated. The King of Swords does not miss anything, and he does not let anyone get away with injustice. What I am picking up is that there is going to be, or already is happening, a moment of reckoning for this person. The King of Swords brings clarity, and sometimes that clarity is uncomfortable, especially when you have been operating in shadow. This person is being forced to face the truth of their actions. Maybe through other people calling them out. Maybe through losing opportunities because their reputation has been damaged. Maybe through their own conscience finally catching up with them in a way they cannot ignore. The King of Swords also represents someone who speaks truth to power, and I would not be surprised if you, Taurus, are stepping into this energy yourself. Maybe you are finally speaking up about what happened, setting the record straight, establishing boundaries with clarity and firmness. Or maybe there's someone else playing this role. Someone who witnessed what went down and is now advocating for truth and justice on your behalf. What I keep hearing is that the truth is a sword, and it cuts both ways. This person tried to use words and actions to hurt you. But now those same weapons are being turned back on them through exposure and consequences. The King of Swords is methodical in delivering justice. It is not dramatic or emotional, it is simply factual. This is what you did. This is what happened as a result. This is what you must now face. Card number 5 is the Emperor and Taurus. This is adding another layer to your energy right now. The Emperor is about structure, authority, control, leadership, and taking charge of your domain. After everything that happened, you are not crumbling. You are building. You are establishing order in your life. You are setting rules and boundaries. You are taking control of your narrative and your future. The Emperor sits on his throne and he does not beg for respect. He commands it through his presence and his actions. This is where you are heading or where you already are. You have learned from what happened and you are using that wisdom to construct something solid and lasting. You are not waiting for anyone to save you or validate you or make things right because you are your own authority now. I am seeing that the Emperor energy is also about being strategic and disciplined. You are not making impulsive decisions based on hurt feelings or anger. You are thinking long-term. You are planning carefully. You are building your empire one deliberate choice at a time. This mature, grounded energy is so powerful, Taurus, because it shows that you transform pain into purpose. The Emperor also suggests that you might be stepping into a leadership role or a position of greater responsibility and influence. People are noticing your stability and your strength. They see how you handled adversity with dignity and how you kept moving forward with determination. That kind of character does not go unnoticed, and the universe rewards it. What is interesting about the Emperor appearing in this reading is that it creates a contrast with where this other person is. While you are building and leading and taking charge of your life, they are still stuck in the chaos of their own making. The Emperor has control, has vision, has direction. They have none of those things right now because karma has a way of destabilizing people who operate from dishonest or harmful places. The 6th card is the 6 of Pentacles, and this is beautiful because it is showing the karmic balance that is being restored. The 6 of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, about generosity and fairness, about resources flowing where they need to go. In the context of your situation, Taurus, this card is saying that you gave a lot in this connection or situation. You gave your time, your energy, your trust, your support, and it felt one-sided for a while. It felt like you were pouring into someone who was not giving back equally, but the 6 of Pentacles is a card of cosmic balance. What you gave is not lost, Taurus. It is coming back to you multiplied. Maybe not from this person because they do not have the capacity to give you what you deserve, but from the universe itself. I am seeing opportunities opening up for you, supportive people entering your life, resources becoming available, doors that were closed suddenly swinging open. This is the universe saying we see what you invested. We see how generous you were with your spirit. And we are returning that to you with interest on the flip side. The 6 of Pentacles also indicates that this person is now on the receiving end of what they gave out. They gave betrayal, they gave dishonesty, they gave harm, and that is exactly what is coming back to them now. People are treating them with suspicion. Opportunities are being withheld. Support systems are crumbling. The scales are balancing, Taurus, and it is fascinating to watch how precise karma is in its distribution. I also feel like the 6 of Pentacles is encouraging you to stay in your generous spirit despite what happened. Do not let someone else's low behavior change your high character. Continue being the person who shows up, who supports others, who operates with integrity. The difference now is that you are wiser about where you invest that energy. You are giving to people who reciprocate, to situations that honor your contribution, to causes and connections that align with your values. The 7th card is the Knight of Cups, and this is super interesting because it is revealing something about this person's emotional state and possibly their intentions moving forward. The Knight of Cups is a romantic Idealistic figure who often represents someone making an emotional offer or coming with feelings and apologies. I am picking up that this person is going to try or is already trying to come back around with some kind of emotional appeal. They might reach out with an apology. They might send a message through a mutual friend. They might show up somewhere they know you will be. They might post something on social media that is clearly directed at you. The Knight of Cups energy is about making grand emotional gestures, and I feel like this person is going to attempt something along those lines because they are drowning in their regret and they want relief from their guilt. But here is what you need to know, Taurus. The Knight of Cups can be sincere, but he can also be all talk and no follow-through. He is great at expressing feelings in the moment, but not always great at sustaining change over time. This person might genuinely feel sorry right now, but are they actually different? Have they done the work to address whatever was broken in them that led them to hurt you in the first place? Or are they just uncomfortable with the consequences and hoping you will make them feel better? I keep hearing be discerning with this energy. If this person does reach out, you do not owe them immediate forgiveness or a return to how things were. You are allowed to observe their actions over time to see if their behavior matches their words, to take your time deciding if you even want them back in your life in any capacity. The Knight of Cups is offering something, but you get to decide if you want to accept it. What I also find interesting is that the Knight of Cups can sometimes represent a new person coming into your life. Someone emotionally available and genuine who is nothing like this person who hurt you. So this card might not even be about them at all. It might be about someone new who is going to show you what real respect and care looks like. The 8th card is the Chariot in Taurus. This is about victory and forward momentum. The Chariot does not look back. It charges ahead with determination and willpower. After everything you have been through, you are not staying stuck in the past. You are moving forward into your future, and you are doing it with confidence and control. The Chariot requires you to harness opposing forces and direct them toward your goal. You took the pain and the lessons from what happened and you are using them as fuel. You are channeling everything into your forward progress. This card tells me you have places to be, goals to achieve, a life to build, and you are not letting anyone or anything slow you down. I am seeing that the Chariot is also about conquest and overcoming obstacles. Every challenge this person threw in your path, you drove right over. Every attempt to hold you back or knock you down just made you more determined to succeed. The Chariot is a warrior card, and you are in warrior mode right now, Taurus. Not in an aggressive way, but in a focused, unstoppable way. The Chariot also suggests travel or significant movement, and I wonder if you are literally moving away from this situation, either physically through relocation or new opportunities, or emotionally and mentally by completely shifting your focus to new horizons. Either way, the energy is about leaving behind what no longer serves you and heading toward what does. What I love about the Chariot in this position is that it shows you winning, not because you played their games or stooped to their level, but because you stayed true to yourself and kept moving. Sometimes the best revenge is not revenge at all. It is success. It is happiness. It is peace. It is becoming so focused on your own amazing life that you barely remember they exist. That is Chariot energy, and that is where you are. Card number 9 is the 6 of Cups, and this is bringing in a different dimension to the story. The 6 of Cups is about nostalgia, past connections, childhood innocence, and sometimes the return of people or situations from the past. In the context of this reading, I am seeing that this person might be romanticizing what you had together. They are looking back through rose-colored glasses, remembering all the good times and conveniently forgetting the harm they caused. The 6 of Cups can indicate someone reaching out from the past, and combined with the Knight of Cups we talked about earlier, this really confirms that this person is probably going to make some kind of move to reconnect. But here's the thing, they are coming from a place of nostalgia, from missing what they had, not necessarily from having changed who they are. I am also getting that the 6 of Cups is reminding you of your own innocence in this situation. You approach this connection with genuine care, with trust, with openness. You were real with this person, and they took advantage of that. The 6 of Cups is validating that your intentions were pure, and whatever happened was not a reflection of any lack in you, but rather a revelation of lack in them. There is also a message here about healing your inner child, about giving yourself the grace and compassion you deserve then and deserve now. The betrayal might have triggered old wounds or old patterns, and the Six of Cups is encouraging you to tend to those tender places with love. You are not the same person you were before this happened. You have grown and evolved and become stronger. But do not forget to honor the part of you that was hurt and needs acknowledgement. The Six of Cups sometimes indicates that good karma from the past is returning to you. Maybe someone you helped before is now in a position to help you, or an old friend is coming back into your life with better timing, or a past investment of time or energy is finally paying dividends. The universe keeps receipts of all the good you put out there, Taurus, and this card suggests those receipts are being cashed in your favor. The final card is the Sun and Taurus. This is the most beautiful possible ending to this reading because the Sun is about victory, clarity, joy, success, and everything coming to light. After the darkness of betrayal and secrets, after the pain of the Three of Swords and the grief of the Five of Cups, here comes the Sun burning away all the shadows and illuminating everything. The Sun means that the truth is fully revealed. There is no more hiding, no more pretending, no more maintaining false images. Everything is visible in the bright light of day, and that includes this person's dark secret, their true character, their real intentions. The Sun exposes, but it also liberates. You are being freed from any lingering doubt or confusion about who this person really is and what really happened. The Sun is also your energy, Taurus, your time to shine, your moment of triumph. You walked through the fire and you came out radiant. You faced betrayal and you chose growth. You experienced pain and you chose healing. You encountered injustice and you trusted that karma would handle it, and here we are. The Sun is shining directly on you and everyone can see your light, your strength, your authenticity, your victory. I keep seeing the image of you standing in sunshine, warm and bright and free, while this person is still hiding in whatever shadows they created for themselves. The contrast could not be more stark. The Sun brings joy and success and optimism, and that is your energy now and moving forward. Whatever they tried to take from you, whatever they tried to dim in you, it did not work. You are shining brighter than ever. The Sun also indicates that the karma you have been waiting for is not subtle. It is obvious. Everyone can see it. There is no mistaking it. This person's downfall or exposure or consequences are happening in broad daylight where nothing can be hidden or minimized. Justice is not happening quietly in some back room. It is happening publicly where it serves as validation for you and a warning for anyone else who might consider treating people the way you were treated. So Taurus, let me bring this all together for you. You have someone in your life who hurt you deliberately, who has been avoiding you out of shame and guilt, who is sitting in regret over what they lost when they lost you. Their dark secret, whatever harm they caused or lies they told or betrayal they committed, is being exposed, and the truth is coming out in ways they cannot control or stop. Meanwhile, you have been building an incredible life for yourself, standing in your power, creating abundance through your own effort and integrity, becoming the emperor of your own domain. Justice is arriving through multiple channels. The King of Swords energy is bringing clarity and fair judgment. The Six of Pentacles is balancing the scales and returning to you what you gave while giving them what they gave. The Chariot is moving you forward into victory while they remain stuck. This person might try to come back with the Knight of Cups energy, all emotional and apologetic, perhaps getting nostalgic with Six of Cups energy about the past. But you get to decide what, if anything, you want to do with that dot, and ultimately, the Sun is shining on this entire situation, bringing everything to light and illuminating your path forward with joy and success and vindication. The dark secret is exposed, the karma is delivered, the justice is served, and you are free to move forward into the bright, beautiful future you are creating.